Look at
volume.
that stash.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I'm trying it out. I think it's okay. I think it could be
Well,
creepy. It
you
could
should
be
have done like
creepier.
November, like if you were going for it, and then like get behind a good cause,
Yeah.
a good excuse. But
No,
no, you just
I'm
rocking the stash.
just trying to be
Okay.
creepy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
just trying
yeah.
to get
I see.
creepier.
I mean,
It's
nailed
hard to
it.
do. It's hard for me to get creepier, but I think this is
No, you're a
yeah.
sweetheart. You're a delicate
This
flower, remember?
right, of course I remember. Yeah. Jenny likes to call me Daisy. That's her nickname for me.
Okay, I can get with that.
Yeah, I thought you would
So
like.
we met in Thailand. Like I think it was like the first affiliate world,
Yeah.
2017, I think.
Hmm.
And he was just like, my team was all girls, and we're very straightforward, very like, I don't know, funny. We're funny.
We
And
went to an island together after the show and hung out for like a week, and somehow I evolved into Daisy. That's really.
because you said we were always bullying you, and then we
Oh, was
grew
that
to
what it
understand you
was?
were a very delicate flower. So we just
Yeah.
picked Daisy for you.
Now I'm used to getting bullied by Adam and Harrison, so I have a thicker skin now.
See, but now they can call you Daisy too.
Yeah, look what
I
you
like it.
started. Yeah. Um,
Well, with that mustache, bro, what do you expect? I mean, seriously,
yeah.
what is going on?
It's like not a bad look. I think it's just wildly different. It takes a little adjusting. It takes a little time.
You know what? I can get behind the wildly different and like
Yeah, it's just a
acquired
little
taste.
shocking. It's just like a little, whoa,
Yeah.
who is that? Do I even know that guy? I don't want him
Well,
going around my what?
if you want to get into 1970s retro porn, you're ready to go.
Right?
Yeah, I've gotten
I feel like he
70s.
has like some hope there.
Wanna make that paper, wanna make that dough. This is the affiliate marketing show. Wanna make that paper, wanna make that dough. This is
What's
the
up, everybody? This is
affiliate
Josh
marketing
with the
show.
Affiliate Marketing Show. It's true, you heard the rumors. I have a mustache now. Make sure to check out OfferVault.com, the #1 aggregator of affiliate networks, direct advertisers, offers, affiliate programs, traffic sources. If it's related to affiliate marketing in our industry, we got you covered. We also have Mr. Paper. Call Adam Young, the industry legend, Harrison Gevirtz, as well as a dear friend of mine, Jenny Gonzalez, the co-founder and CEO of RocaHead or RocaHead. We'll find out how you pronounce it in a second. A private performance marketing network with bespoke traffic flows and integrations. Jenny, I got to tell you, this is episode 44, I believe, and I can promise you that's the first time I've used the word bespoke. I actually looked it up. I wasn't sure what it meant. But thank you for making me sound super intelligent. I just want people to know that's not my normal vocabulary, but it does mean custom, basically, custom traffic flows and integration. So, Jenny, how are you doing? Thanks for staying up late from Portugal. I know it's the evening over there. What's new by you?
Life is good. I can't believe you made it 44 episodes without getting me here. I
Or
am
without
slightly offended.
or without getting me replaced as a host. But yeah, I've been wanting to get you on, and as soon as I reached out, I knew it was going to be a good one. I appreciate you coming on here. You know what they say, you got to save the best for last, and that's kind of what I had
No,
in
no,
mind.
I hope this
This
goes
is not the
forever.
last episode.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how the response to the mustache goes. Jenny, I want to talk about, so is it Rock Ahead? Did I say that right?
Rock ahead.
Rock Ahead. So
And
first
I
of all,
can
how'd you,
give you like a super background story on the name, but I was
yeah.
just looking for a good domain. I went Spanglish because it was easier.
Yeah. Well, what's the abbreviated story? Like what is Rock Ahead?
Roca is a stone
Oh,
in
okay.
Spanish. Head,
Yeah.
Stonehead. Like it
There
doesn't
you go.
matter.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay,
It was
cool.
$1.
Yeah, no, I like it. You build the brand, make it whatever you want.
I swear to you, everyone's like, oh, all the branding is so good and whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
it was $1.
You're like, yeah, we planned that. We planned all of that. So I know you guys focus on, you do a lot of dating, casino, and lead gen. I'd love for you to kind of just walk us through like what that sector of the industry looks like today, what's kind of crushing it, what's not, what are some of the pros and cons of working in those verticals and kind of how you fell into those verticals. Is it something you were doing from a long time ago, or is it something you saw was really crushing it and that's why you got into it?
All right. To start with, I pretty much grew up in the performance marketing industry, and within that industry, online dating. Don't ask me how I ended up there as a little affiliate manager, and I ended up like really getting into it. Ended up going from affiliate manager to CEO of an online dating company over 10 years. And eventually I opened my affiliate network, which was great because dating is what I do, right? Evergreen is always been like my thing. I know how to make money in dating. Like I can reinvent it. I know everyone on both sides, the advertiser, the affiliate side. So it's easy. So for me particularly, that is something that is always going to crush it if you know how to work it. But it's amazing because dating, it is brutal. It's so competitive, so low margin. Everyone works with everyone because it's savage. Like the margins are so tiny that you have to collaborate. And I just did this public speaking at a conference in Milan, and I was telling everyone about it. It's like the things that you can learn about online dating. I love promoting casino. I love promoting other verticals, but you can see online dating is so much farther ahead because it is savage. It is the same users being monetized over and over again. And then you see, like I see casino, and I'm like, okay, that's dating 14 years ago. I can see all the trends. I can see the acquisition cost getting higher. You see, like, okay, I remember when that happened. Oh, I remember when we didn't use pixels. It was all like, trust everyone. And it was just rev share. And like, pixels work. They didn't work. It doesn't matter. So I'm seeing all of that. And I'm like, oh, and I'm waiting till it gets this hard, because that will be like 10 years from now. And it will be amazing because I feel that I have been built on the trenches. I went to war and I won. But now I'm like knifing like in my face, ready to go through the jungle. And it's like, it's fun. It's fun to see how other industries relate to what we've already seen for a long time. So there is that on the casino side. I can see how it's evolving to where dating was like, I don't know, a little over a decade ago. Then LeadGen, super fun. I don't do pay-per-call, but it's the rage. Pay-per-call today is what regular LeadGen was like 2021, 2022. Everyone dropped their campaigns. Everyone dropped like all their custom flows, their AdWords and everything, and they jumped because there was so many like issues with advertisers and traffic quality and all of this. So pay-per-call, I would say, is the rage right now, even though I don't promote it. All my friends jumped on it. And that will be that side of the world.
By the way, Adam just officially made you his best friend after you say that, just so you know.
I'm just honest. Like the second is done, I'm out.
The obvious is the obvious, bro. Like, I mean, Ringba will track more than $1 billion during AEP and OEP this year. I don't know how many other campaigns are running at $1 billion scale. Just Medicare will be billion. ACA will be $1 billion. Like, I don't know. If you like money, pay-per-call's where it's at.
Yeah, but that's what it's at right now. And it's awesome. And that's where everyone jumped. And I'm sure they will demolish it in however many years.
No, I don't know. Jenny, you misunderstand. Health insurance is mandated in the United States. You have to have it.
No,
Medicare
I get that.
It's a government promoted program. Auto insurance is mandated. No matter what, these companies need customers. Pay-per-call's not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger.
No, I get that. I get that 100%. But just like people were promoting those products like a couple of years ago in different like traffic sources, right now pay-per-call is all the rage, and affiliates are going to find a way to mess it up because that's what we do.
Well, I don't disagree with that, Jenny, but one thing that's interesting we've seen over the past 3 years is that there has been regulation that's changed the way affiliates market like Medicare and health insurance. So it's definitely gotten rid of some of those bad actors. And as crazy as this sounds, and trust me, even I'm like surprised by it, it's forced these affiliates to pivot from just being like the single guy in his basement running ads to building real businesses. Because if they want to continue to make money promoting Medicare, like they have to do business, they have to pay lawyers to register stuff, and it's less fun than like the road raging
No, but
affiliate
it's
just
good. I
smashing
think it's
stuff.
good.
But I think it has
I
longer
like
term
it.
potential because of that.
Same thing with casino. Like lately, it's like heavily regulated, and yes, it's getting a little more complicated to promote it. But you see where regulation is actually welcome. It is not as Wild West as it used to be. However, this is talking about the US, which we all love the US because there's a bunch of you all. So that's
There's a
great.
lot of us.
But if you come to Europe,
I had a question for you, Jenny.
yes.
Do you only do non-US casino, or do you do any US casino too? Because I'm aware it's like
will
crazy
anything.
regulated.
Like it's crazy regulated. Mostly I don't try, like I don't touch US casino, but I know people that do. And it's
Even
just
the
like,
affiliates have to be registered with the states and
yes.
stuff, correct? Yeah, I've
And
read
you're
about that. It's
liable.
wild.
Like as an affiliate, you're liable for everything, for the flow, which is like literally what no affiliate wants to do, right? Be liable for whatever the company does. Like everyone in the flow is part of the like the mess. If something goes down, everyone goes down. So
That's
a little
crazy.
spicy for me. In Europe and in general, like something that is being like catching on like wildfire is COD. Everyone is talking COD. That's where everything like the rage is COD, and it makes sense. Low credit card penetration after COVID, like in 2017, about like 50% of people were comfortable with cash on delivery. Now about 91% of people in Europe are comfortable with cash on delivery, low credit card penetration. And then we all know affiliates destroyed the drop shipping business. They went to town, they went crazy, and people lost like trust on buying anything online and getting like whatever you order and what you got delivered and never added up.
Air conditioners were not cooling your entire home for $39.
Yeah, true story.
It's
True
crazy.
story.
It's so
So
surprising.
now you have a lot of these cash on delivery offers, and that's what everyone is promoting, like Eastern Europe and like Southern Europe mainly, and then like weird places. I'm from South America, so I think that is going to be the next place where that blows up.
Jenny, I was going to
However,
ask you.
tell me.
Oh, no, go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
No. I was going to say, I was like, paper coal is bound to like blow up in South America as well. But there is not enough. This is something else, like my side projects. There is not enough knowledge about affiliate marketing in South America. And this is like one of like the things that I'm working on. They know how to media buy, they know how to promote, but the whole someone could potentially promote your business in exchange for a commission, that rage hasn't caught on yet. And I think that is the next place where it will happen.
How do you think you can educate?
Let me
Okay,
touch
do
on that
this.
real quick. Before we go international, I think it's important to acknowledge that just like you're saying the casino industry is 20 years behind dating, pay-per-call is 20 years behind lead gen and is still very new in the United States. And so while I do think you're right, it will eventually migrate to other countries, probably go to UK, Australia, and then eventually make its way to South America. I think the reality is no matter where someone is in the world, whenever they want to buy a product or service that's super important to them or is expensive, they want to talk to a real human. They don't want to talk to an AI bot. They don't want to do it over chat. And contrary to what a lot of these companies say that Gen Z always wants to do everything on the phone, my observation is that's true until they have questions and like something is super important to them, then they want to speak to a human too. I think this is ubiquitous across all major purchases. So in the United States, the growth trend we're seeing as far as pay-per-call says that we're very early. It's still growing like wildfire, and more industries are starting to get involved in it. And so I think the lifetime of just US campaigns and what's going to happen here is decades. It's not necessarily Yeah, it's
I don't
not
think it's
new,
going to be
and
a couple years. I think it will be a
Yeah.
while before people jump on the next trend. You're
Well,
fine.
I don't think
cash
this
out, you'll be
trend
good.
is the trend isn't going away. So in the United States right now with LeadGen, there are regulations coming that are going to stop the proliferation of data sales and dialing. So you already have major TCPA issues that people worry about. But I'm also on the board of Reach, which is the industry trade group for outbound dialing and call centers, and we're working with the Troutman firm right now to present proposed regulation guidelines for outbound dialing that are reasonable. But no matter what happens, it's going to get regulated. And so when you think about pay-per-call, you start with a click that goes to a landing page. People fill out a lead form, and then a call center will call that person. The data gets sold, and 25 different people dial the data, and someone's phone blows up. It turns into a whole dumpster fire. And so no one really likes that. And at the end of the day, the people buying the leads look at how many leads they have to buy to make a sale. And if you look at the difference between buying the leads and harassing consumers versus getting a consumer to call you when they're excited about your product and service, it's actually cheaper for these companies to buy inbound calls than it is to do the dialing. The consumer wins, the call center wins, the advertiser wins, the publisher wins, everyone just wins. And so, well, you are right, there are affiliates that won't survive in pay-per-call because it gets more competitive. I think that the most prominent publishing companies in the space are heavily invested in pay-per-call. The biggest affiliate publishing companies in the space are running pay-per-call. The biggest and most highbrow advertisers in any industry are buying inbound calls. We're talking Progressive Insurance and eHealth and Geico, like just massive companies are buying calls. And then the affiliate shops that are running calls, I mean, I can't tell you how many 8-figure small shops are running calls right now. We have customers that are running 9 figures, so hundreds of millions of dollars a year on single vertical campaigns. It's absolutely nuts how much money there is in it. And I just, I know we just met, but I really have to push back on that. This is a trend. Like, the affiliates are not going anywhere. They're building real businesses in our space that
No, and I agree with that.
Value. Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not happening, but this is an ever-evolving industry. And people, it will get saturated. Only the big ones will survive. It's the trend. We see it with every single vertical. We see it with every single traffic trend. I'm not saying it's going away, but people might jump on something else because it will become more difficult. The traffic will get more expensive. You will have to be more sophisticated on your, the way you promote it. I'm not saying people are not going to make money with it. Do not. That's not where I'm going. All I'm saying is right now it's the talk of the town. Everyone is doing pay-per-call. Everyone jumped on it.
You are so right. And I think to your point, the companies that are the most successful in it are the ones that are leveraging the most sophisticated technology to actually route and track their calls. And so just to give you an example, for instance, some companies have their own software or use other software that's not Ringba, and they're competing with our artificial intelligence that's predicting which phone call will be the most valuable to the affiliate at which buyer. And so we've already seen a trend where companies can't continue to buy traffic because they're not using technology properly to out monetize, or they're not building their backends or adding value along the consumer journey. And so it is getting more complicated to get into those scales. You're absolutely right. And I think the most valid point there is, if you're an affiliate, you can't really just go to a network, get a phone number, and run pay-per-call. Those days are pretty much over.
No.
If you want to build
There's a lot of trust too.
Yeah, if you want to build a real business in pay-per-call, it's different than affiliate. You have to license technology like ours and use Ringba. You're gonna have a software bill. You have to build a back end. You have to leverage the technology. Otherwise, you just simply cannot compete.
I'll bet what you're pitching. I've seen your back end. I'm not gonna lie. It's good.
Yeah, doggy.
Jenny, I
like it. It's tell me.
I was gonna take it back to RocaHead real quick. This wasn't on our agenda, but I was reading the intro and, you mentioned it's a private performance network. So can you kind of break down for me what that means? Is it basically just referrals of people that are already in the network?
Friends and family.
Friends and
So
family.
when I quit my job as CEO, I remember like all the headaches and like just like people that I didn't want to do business with. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna open my own company, wouldn't it be great if I only did like business with people I liked? And I know everyone, like at least in the dating industry. And that's kind of what it became. We started as affiliates ourselves, cascading offers, trying to predict EPC based on like data, looking at lots of stuff. And like, we're like, okay, you know what? This is working for us. We built this system. It makes money. It's going to give us the edge over everybody else. What if we open this up to our closest friends? And that's how we became a private network. So yes, we have affiliates, we have lots of traffic sources, but I don't want to work with anyone. I want to work with like very tech advanced people that understand the value that we bring to the table and that can fully focus and just getting the traffic. I will sort out like everything in the background. I'll do the negotiation. I'll do everything else that you need. But that's why I became private. I don't want any affiliate. I see, generally, bottom of my heart, not interested.
I see you do have a sign-up page on the site, though. I'm assuming not many people make it through that process, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's cute, though. People still try.
Yeah, well, I know.
No, but it's a lot of referrals. A lot like, I need to know you. Like, I need to know your background. You need to come with like referrals. I need to understand that you know what you're doing because there's a lot of trust involved. Like I try to add more value than your average traffic network. But for that, I need to know that I'm working with people that I can trust. So that's why.
Yeah, I know you have a really interesting journey in this industry as well. You mentioned you started from an AM, now you're a co-founder and CEO. So I'm curious, can you kind of, maybe not like the specifics of your journey, but I'm more interested in like what it took you as a human being to kind of get from point A to point B. Like what kind of characteristics or attributes do you think really helped you get to the top that other people watching this episode might be able to, incorporate into their own journey, trying to make it and climb that ladder?
All right. Hustle. I feel like it runs through my veins. When I started, I didn't even like, we're talking basic knowledge. I did not understand the internet. I didn't know how to use Facebook. But I saw like this affiliate manager at the company where I worked, and this guy was living the life. He was traveling the world. Nobody knew what he did. He made a bunch of money. He had to like, nobody asked him for anything. He was living his best life. And I was like, I don't know what he does, but that's what I want to do. So I started doing like lots of research, and lots of people asked me, he's like, hey, I want to make money online. Like, how do I do it? I want to like do what you did. And I was like, yeah, that's all fun and games. When you see me now, it was brutal. It was brutal. I worked for like 17 hours a day for over a decade. At the beginning, half of my time was spent on my job. The other half was spent studying, understanding what happened that day, what people were talking about. Like, I'm a 1.60 meters, I don't know, feet, but I'm like very sure, like South American girl, imagine, like nobody took me seriously. So I had to work really hard to become more technical, to become more knowledgeable, to do all these things so people would take me seriously. And not only would it eventually take me seriously, but I wanted to inspire fear and respect.
Yeah,
so, I love the fear and respect. That is,
I'm not gonna lie,
Adam and I won't admit it, but we like being feared and respected.
Not gonna lie, Jenny, I've always feared you a little bit, but respected you more.
I can see it in your eyes. I love it. The smile is there, but
yeah, I know
he's shaking while he smiles. Yeah.
I
have a question for you, Jenny, about online advertising. So I started as an affiliate when I was like 13 years old, and some of my first campaigns were dating campaigns.
Everyone started on dating.
It's true. Like back before Match.com acquired every dating website. So like some of the offers that I promoted back in the like 15 plus years ago was like Meetic, which was all over
Oh
Europe.
God, it's
Uh,
huge.
Zeusk was big. And then like SinglesNet, True.com. Like these sites, like I'm gonna go to True.com right now. It's not even a dating website. It goes to TrueCar, which is crazy to me. So I'm curious, like, what is the dating landscape like, today? What type of dating, sites do you
No
work with
way.
now? Is it primarily just like adult dating, or is there like a singles net or,
There is a little bit
secret
of
people meet?
everything, but mostly like is the casual. I am freaking psyched to see what people are going to do with AI. Because
On dating
dating
sites?
has become, yeah, dating has become more of an entertainment product. And I understand what you're saying. Match went on a buying rampage. Like they bought absolutely every
They
single dating
monopolized
business
online
out there.
dating. Now the government never said that. That's me saying it. So, but like I literally I used to look at all the offers I promoted 10 years ago. This is like 2, 3 years ago. I found an old
And payouts
affiliate
were
newsletter.
amazing.
Yeah, you get like $6 to $10 on a US registration, no problem.
Oh, I
With chat
remember when
keyword
we used to
traffic
make
on
like
Google, everyone
$15.
hated it, but I made a lot of money doing it. The quality was
Yeah,
less
no,
than
it worked.
ideal
And
though.
so many affiliates, so many of my friends are my friends today because they started on dating. And I've seen businesses that were like thriving with dating, but I've seen how it became a monopoly, or the biggest companies ended up, learning how to promote themselves and then cutting the affiliate. Even though it was the affiliate that made them get that big, eventually they cut out the affiliate and got everything in-house and they do their own promotion, which is fair, whatever. But nowadays dating has become, I read so much about this. Like I am like a part-time psychology student. All I do is read about like human interaction, and I'm super fascinated by it. But dating today is like one of our biggest deals. Like as humans, we're always going to seek companionship, but what we have is something that has trained us to never feel alone, to not process our feelings. And the offers that we have out there work more as an entertainment product than they work as actual dating. It's
Wow.
brutal. Yeah.
That's
That
why
too
some of
good?
these sites charge you to
Yeah.
message people because they just want you to constantly get that like dopamine rush when you get a reply
But
and
that's what
stuff.
it is. I mean, it's specifically designed for that. If you analyze like Facebook and Instagram and all of that, it has all the same principles, right? It's all designed to make you get that fast like fix of dopamine. And dating has become that. And now we have the illusion of choice. And that's why people are lonelier than ever, even though we have more means of connection than ever before. Let's all die.
I like that. It's not wrong.
Jenny, Adam and Harrison do a lot of public speaking themselves at conferences around our industry. I know that's something that you're pretty passionate and involved in as well, whether it's talking about RocaHead or women in marketing and technology. I'd just love for you to talk about basically how you approach public speaking. And I'd also like to touch on women in marketing and get just kind of your side in terms of why it's so important. We're all very supportive of that. And I just want to know how you approach public speaking.
Originally, I started doing a lot of public speaking because it was the cheapest way to market whatever I was marketing. I started a bunch of affiliate programs, like super bootstrap, no marketing budget whatsoever. So the best sale that you could ever make is position yourself as a knowledgeable individual within that industry, help people. You don't have to sell to them. You help them, you teach them, and they will come to you. Like, if that's what it is. So that's originally how I started. I did lots of panels, eventually started doing lots of public speaking. And today, I genuinely want to help people more than pitching whatever I'm pitching, because I don't think you should pitch anything. whatever I'm working with at the time. More than that, I would love to be able to inspire people with my own like track record. It's like, listen, you are the master of your own destiny. No matter where you were born, no matter like what situation life put ahead of you, especially with online marketing, I truly believe anyone can make it happen. If you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. And that's kind of like my approach. Like if I can inspire one person with one of my speeches, it's worth it.
Yeah. So
Like that.
how often are you actually speaking at events these days?
A little too often. I was just in crutches. Like I took a paddle class and I tore my calf on the first class. So I'm like in crutches and I have to fly to Milan to speak. And I was like, this is like horrendous, like terrible. Italian people don't like people that speak English. They want everyone to speak Italian. And on top of that, I can't use my hands. So it's very hard for me to talk. It was just like anxiety. But yeah, I'm talking a lot.
And I do want
I
to,
would say like every other conference, I will be like speaking publicly.
yeah, and I do want to go back to women in marketing. I think it's important we talk about that and get your take on it. Do you feel like it's getting a little more balanced in our industry, or I guess what's just your general thoughts on that, and how more women can get involved in our industry if they're not sure how to?
Here's my deal. I don't want them to get involved just because they're women. Like, I think if you're good at what you do, be good at what you do. I don't care. Gay, straight, into puppets, you do you. Like, be good at what you do. That's all I care about.
Into puppets.
It's a great
yeah.
answer, Jenny.
That's a great
I've
answer.
never
Well,
heard
you know,
into
Jenny-
puppets before.
Hold on, I want to go out on a limb here and recognize what you said there, Jenny. I see a lot of companies hire specifically to try and fill roles to like balance their organization. And I see you rolling your eyes, and you know, openly, I have to be pretty careful about my words here, just even addressing something like this. But
It's
I want
okay.
to.
I will say it.
No,
'Cause
no,
I'm
hold on,
allowed
hold
to
on,
say
hold
it.
on. You say it, but I just want to highlight something that we found at our company. We believe strongly in hiring the best talent possible, regardless of who they are or what they look like or whatever. Like, we just want to find amazing people and provide them with the best opportunities we possibly can. And we did a review and found that we we do our best to not be biased in any way about who we hire and what we do. And the reality is, our company at Ringba is far more diverse than I think any other company that we see in affiliate marketing. And all we had to do was look for the best talent humanly possible. It presented itself, and we gave these incredible folks an awesome opportunity, and they fucking kill it. And I'm so proud of that. And so I don't really understand what's going on at other companies. They're like trying to fill roles, to fill quotas or whatever it is. But these incredible people are just
Hire
sitting
awesome
out there.
people and see what happens.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
like-
okay, let's not go 80, 100. Like, yes, this is a fully male-dominated industry. It's the bro club. It is what it is. It has historically been like that. It's gotten better. There is more women. I particularly only hire women. Just not because they're women. I have like, for my sales team, I like women. I think it's super fun going out to a show. I'm not gonna lie, I am well aware of the immense amount of opportunities that I was given because I got invited to events because I was a girl and I was a pretty girl and I could actually be spoken to. I could sit at the CEO table and have a good conversation. So yes, I understand. Being a girl is terrible for many, many things. Marketing costs, not one of them.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, one of the top people at Ringba is Jenny Parrish, and she's been smashing in the industry for over the last decade. And we're very lucky to have her. She's amazing. And, you know, like I think that there's a huge opportunity for women in the industry. They see things differently. They understand things differently than we do. We are different animals, and I recognize that. And especially for marketing. Like marketing to women takes a clear understanding of what women want, and who better to do that than women. And so I think that there are an immense amount of opportunities in our industry for all different, places in the value chain for women to show up. And, we're big supporters of the Link Unite movement as well, which is an industry trade group that's focused on women. And, I'm with you. I wish there were more.
I know the
women in
girls,
the
but I
industry.
didn't know that's what they did. I just love them from trade shows, and I was like, oh, Link Unite.
Yeah, they're,
Like, to
they're a
me,
friend.
that's what
everyone
they
is
do.
like, they do what they do. Like, it's funny because sometimes I'll be talking to people, they're like, oh, why didn't you tell me that? I was like, because I don't have to impress you. Like, I don't have to tell you what I do. Like, I let everyone do what they do. Eventually, if the conversation comes up, okay, that's cool. But I just learned what Link Unite does.
Yeah, they're great. Amanda's awesome. So it's like we're big fans.
So here is
and-
my point
Yeah,
with
hit
girls.
us.
Girls are amazing with management. Girls are amazing. Like, I am a big believer of male energy and female energy, and they both can live in the same world. Girls are amazing at some things, boys are amazing at some things, and we don't have to all do it all. Like, this is an industry full of very specific humans. Like, a lot of us do not live by corporate rules. A lot of us live life by our own terms. And who better than women who are way more empathetic, or tend to be way more empathetic, that have better social skills, that have better listening skills than the bro club. Like, all of this, they add value to our organization. Like, and once women understand their value in this industry, why not? Like, it's amazing. I love it. I love all the tech side. I love everyone that is like really into the sales part. I like, I'm a salesperson, but I hate sales. So for me, like, the way to do sales, like, everything I develop is so I don't have to talk to anyone about business. That is my full focus in life. I want the technology to be so good that you know what is happening. EPC is high, you get more traffic. EPC is low, sad times. That's it. Don't talk to me. Don't hustle. All of that. I don't like it. It's like, but anytime you want to like have a good conversation at a show, I want to get to know like the people I do business with as a person, all of that. I don't think most of the guys on the industry, my counterparts, will be interested. They'll be like, hey, Adam, what drives you? Like, no, like, they don't
Mission
care.
and values, Jenny. Mission and values.
No, but you want to know what makes people tick. And that allows you to have a more customized strategy in the way you handle your business with them. And you cannot find that over a Skype conversation. You cannot find that over the phone, over an email. This you do one-on-one. So I want to take advantage of that quality time that I have with my business partners, with my clients, with my affiliates. So no, I don't want to talk business. I don't want to talk sales. I don't want to talk money. I want to understand you as a human. And I think that is something that is way more female than male. Because
I completely agree. You're so 100% right. And I think it's important to recognize that, because as a business leader, we want people with as many different skill sets and capabilities as possible. And if you're hiring one specific lane of people, you're not going to get your ideas challenged. You're not going to have discourse. You're not going to learn from each other at the same pace. And so what you're saying really resonates with me as also a leader. And it's really great to hear you say it. I wish more companies in our industry were thinking that way and taking a more human approach. And when we hire at Ringba, by the way, we try and understand the human's values before we look at talent or what they can do for the organization. Like, we want to understand what motivates them and what's important to them, because that's how you build a really great team of people who will grow your business for you, just like you said.
I hire potential. I don't care what you've done. Like,
Exactly.
I hire potential.
That's
whatever you need to know, I will teach you, but I cannot teach you to be a good human, to be driven, to be honest, to be transparent. I cannot teach you that. So I hired those skills. Everything else you'll learn. You'll be fine.
Jenny, a little bit ago, I was just going to say, a little bit ago, you mentioned how you do like getting involved on the tech side. And I think this is a question Adam and Harrison are going to enjoy talking about. So I want to get your take and then, their take based on your answer. But in terms of RocaHead and the other, technologies you've worked with and developed in the past, what is your process for developing software look like? Because, Adam and Harrison have developed a lot of software in their day. So I'm curious to hear your answer, and then I'm curious to hear their answer and how it compares and what parts of it, can be related to one another.
All right. I think it won't be a surprise to either one of you that I'm very passionate and a little crazy. So I like thinking big. Like, how do I do this? How do I do it better? How do I get from point A to point B? I understand technology just enough to talk to like developers and stuff, but I'm no developer. Like, I understand what's happening, but I'm more of like, okay, this is where we need to go. This is the way, this is the strategy, build me this. And then if you're going to say no, I need you to really know what you're saying no, because I'm going to pick that apart. So that is my process. I want something that I would enjoy using, that I try to see in my own like process. How do I make it better? How do I optimize this? What would it look like if I had more time to do this other thing that is more important? Like, that is my process. Find solutions to the problems I don't even know I have. Like, always trying to improve, like constant improvement. Make it, break it, make it better. That's it, all the time. It's an always evolving process. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, I think fundamentally there is no finish line. And the moment you accept that, you think about your software development lifecycle entirely differently. Like at Ringba, people will say to us, you guys keep putting out features, and I just laugh. Like, yeah, I need to do that faster. Like, the industry is ever evolving, and we now lead that evolution. And so there's no reason to not continuously improve things. We have these amazing people. We want their ideas. We want to grow. And I also viscerally agree. Like, I physically feel the agreement when you said that if a developer tells you no, you ask why. And I love that's where you're at. I think that's one of the most important skills as a software leader. And for me, I'm a little bit more technical than you. I actually am a software engineer. I can write code. They really don't let me do that at Ringba.
I really wish I could. Like, I am so envious.
Nah, it's not like I don't write any code at Ringba. I just but it's a very useful skill when dealing with developers. Yeah, it's just a little bit more useful when people tell me no, we can't do something. That's a really that's a bold statement over here at Ringba, because we'll literally be like, okay, let's unpack the why. And it usually ends in discourse. And we like to do that discourse publicly on our all hands meetings. Some of them get a little fun when our CTO and I don't necessarily agree or are discussing why we absolutely can do something. And I think the question that needs to be asked is, how do we do something? And is it the most important thing to do? Not why we can't, but what's most important, and how do we deliver that as quickly as possible? And in our case, it's for our customers. I think for your case, it's similar too, because your clients use your software. It's like, how do I deliver the most output for my customers? And so, yeah, I mean, I think that's excellent advice. And I think it really means a lot that a technical leader and a non-technical leader also focus. Like, the first thing we say is that, like, we need to challenge the ideas or challenge the barriers that people put up in front of us, because 9 times out of 10, that no is actually more of a, well, okay, if we think about the problem,
it would be annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
In reality, that's the real answer. It's like, I don't think that, like, that would be fun. It's like, okay, I'll take it. Like, it's a priority. It would take too long. It's not like not good ROI for the time invested. That I can stand behind, but don't tell me it can't be done.
Yeah, exactly. Should it be done? Like, is it the thing we should
that's
do?
a different conversation. And I'm all there for that. Like, let's talk about it. Should it be done? Is it smart? Is this what our customers really need? Is what's going to help them the most, like, the fastest. But can be done? Maybe not so much.
Yeah. I think a pragmatic approach to development, Josh, is the way to look at it. I think if you can get everyone on your team together and focused on the mission, and the mission guides what we're building, like Ringba, our mission is to help our clients grow their businesses. And so fundamentally, we need to prioritize software that helps them, not us. And we do that. And so when it comes to a scenario where someone says, no, that can't be done, or whatever the case is, which is rare, we generally have the maturity to leave our egos at the door, and the maturity to have open-ended discussions about, should we do it? How do we do it? Is it the most valuable thing? And we really look to run our roadmap in that fashion. And it's been obviously really successful for us. And we have no turnover in our engineering department. And I think that's because we allow that type of discussion and foster that type of environment. Because no matter what, the only thing I can guarantee is we're going to have problems, and we're going to need to solve those problems. And we need to do what's in the best interest of our customers. And it's going to be really hard. So those are the only things I can guarantee. And so you really need an environment where you can discuss the problems and be open about it, and then challenge ideas. And those challenges are accepted. And if you can create that environment, you can build any type of software if you find great people.
Adam, you mentioned something that reminded me of a quote that you and I have shared many times over the years with team members, amongst ourselves, with friends, family. And it's like, with regards to self-improvement and always kind of trying to further yourself and grow, and as a team, individually, with various skill sets. And it's, once you say you're the best at something, you've failed. And I think that's just a great way to live life, because if you're constantly on the trek to doing better and improving, you're gonna succeed.
But you're never gonna be the best.
Unless you're Jenny Gonzalez, then you're the best. Then you're the best guest we've ever had on the show. You're 100% right. We should not have waited 44 episodes to get you on here. You crushed it. We will definitely get you back on here. Thanks for staying up late in Portugal. We appreciate it. For myself, Josh from OfferVault.com, Mr. Paper Call Adam Young, the industry legend Harrison Gevirtz, and Jenny Gonzalez, the co-founder and CEO of RocaHead Performance Network. Let's make that paper. Let's make that dough. This was the Affiliate Marketing Show. We will see you next time, everybody. Take care.